Hello, welcome. I'm Papacrimson. This is my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be playing some Street Fighter 5. Now, we're going to be doing particularly trials, and it's going to be Karin. Karin is the only character I've actually really spent any time with in this game so far, and yeah, I'm just going to be going through the 1 to 10 trials. You can see I've already done them myself, and basically going over any sort of tips, etc., ways that I feel are better to get combos done. I'm playing on an arcade stick. It's one of, well, sort of customized version of one of the old Street Fighter X Tekken TE sticks, and yeah. So for myself, I'll go over anything that I find and sort of hints and tips that were easier for me to get the combos done, and share that with yourselves. Hopefully, you can take something from the video. But I'll go over a little bit about the trials themselves as well. A couple of features and functions that I quite like that have been added since the last iteration of Street Fighter. So starting off, you've got the try again function, very straightforward. If you mess something up and you want to just start back from a fresh perspective, try again is great for that. View challenge demonstration. Now this is one of my most favourite features of the new trial modes. If you're struggling with a particular combo and you want to see how it should be done without having to go onto YouTube, for example, you know, there's great guys out there like Vesper Arcade. His videos in the past have always helped me get combos done when I need that sort of visual aspect, and yeah, I love it. It's great to see how a combo should be done, just so that you know the sort of timings, etc., when you should be looking to hit the next sort of input, etc. It's not usually clear from a set list of moves, you know, it's just which is not an actual representation of when the combo should be done. Timings, etc., will vary. The next ones you've got also, moving on, is proceed to next challenge. So again, if you want, you know, pulling your hair out if you can't quite get something finished, this is a great one. You know, saves your sanity. You can also skip to specific trials. So for example, if you're wanting to just train and there's a combo within this that you really like, but you struggle with it, you can jump straight into that particular combo. Better fix that. You have challenge progression, which is always going to be set at automatic, just meaning that you will automatically progress to the next level. You can set it to be on repeat, so again, if you want to practice certain combos, you can switch also from displaying the move names to the command inputs, which will look like this. I personally find switching is very handy. You'll find there's, for Karin in particular, she has this move. The name, I do not care, but anyway, this move has the punch, standard sort of punch ender, but this can be done in a couple of different ways. You've got the standard one, which looks like that, and then you have the faster one, which, as you can see, Ryo do this slight sort of backflip, which is different to how he will normally float up. Normally he'll just float up and land on his back, whereas before, with the other one, sorry, he does this sort of flip. That actually gives you more time to follow up with combos, etc. And you'll find with combos in this as well, it will ask for the faster version on some, and some it won't. So it's important, I think, for Karin to switch between the two to make sure that you're doing the right particular combo and you're not finishing the combo thinking you've completed it and then pulling your hair out just to realise that you didn't do the right version of that move. One of the other and final features really to talk about is the key display. Key display just lets you see the inputs. So again, for accuracy purposes, you can see if you're maybe going wrong somewhere, this will hopefully give you a bit of a visual representation of where you might be going wrong. What are you doing? Are you hitting the wrong crap? Are you even doing the right input for the moves, etc.? So yeah, it's been in the previous game as well, but nice feature. I always liked it. Apart from that, you've got your standard command list, return to character, select the main menu. Nothing too much important. So what we'll do here is we're just going to go to try again, and we'll start ourselves off in the middle. So for this particular combo, it's just a jumping hard kick, standing medium punch into a down to back light kick. Okay, so for this particular one, you have the jumping hard kick, standing hard punch into the down forward kick with the down and punch ender. So this is the Orochi ender, I believe. Yep. Okay, jumping into trial number 3 here is a jumping hard kick with the crouch medium into stand medium punch and a down to back light punch. It's not just a standard down to back light punch, as you can see. What they want you to do afterwards is down and kick, which will give you a sweep ender. So just like so. Okay, Okay, so jumping in now to trial number 4. So here we have a jumping hard kick, standing medium punch into the down forward kick and punch. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I like to switch between the display commands and the display move names. As you can see here, the down forward with the kick is just the standard one. This is not the Tenko fastest. You will be following up after that with the focus attack. Can't remember its actual name in this version of the game, but it's your two mediums, your medium punch and your medium kick. But hopefully the combo should look something like so. Nothing too difficult, but again, early on in these combos you'll find that things are a little bit more simple. They're usually building, they're kind of starting blocks for bigger, better combos. This one in particular, you'll see later on it's revisited in this actual set of trials. I'm just going to jump back to try again, start off fresh. So here we have trial number 5, as I said, standing hard kick counter. Now this is going to be a crush counter. You'll see this crazy sort of hit animation, lots of sort of delayed reactions, and for him to become available, for Ryu to become available to hit move again, allowing you a lot more time to follow up with your next move. In this one, it's just going to be the same. It's this focus follow up as well, just like so. And again, you can certainly cancel that into much bigger and better things, and we'll go over that once the combos require. So moving on. This is my point again. As you can see here, we've got the Kazakuri Ryu with the Tenko, but in brackets now it's got the fastest, so it's wanting you to do the faster version where he's going to do that backflip out. So just to switch over to see exactly what we're being asked here, this will be jumping hard kick, crouching medium kick instead of medium punch this time, followed up with the rest of the nonsense, which we'll show just here. Okay, just taking this back into the middle here. And it should look something like that. So, before I jump into this one, with regards to the last particular trial, there's a couple of things that I find help myself to get this out a little bit easier. Whether it works or not, I do a slight double tap. I kind of go back to doing like a plink or a flam. When I do initially, as I mentioned, it's like an option select here. But on the actual punch, I'm hitting a flam with the medium and the light punch together. I'm double tapping buttons effectively to make sure I can get the input either the sort of quickest way possible. Also, when you're doing the follow-up part after you get the initial part out, oh, wow. For the second part to hit, I always find it's not necessarily just about how quick you start the move up, it's more how quickly you can get to down punch. I find that's the difference between landing that combo and not. It's easy enough to get that part out, but it's certainly more down to getting the down punch part in, I find, is the main technique for this one. So anyway, I'm just going to jump back into the middle again, and we'll start off trial number 7 now. Okay, so trial number 7 here is jumping hard kick, standing hard punch, down forward kick with the Orochi ender, which is your down and punch, and cancelling out into a super. Just like so. I like her supers, it's a nice animation, pretty cool. Okay, so jumping in here now to trial number 8, and one thing just to point out just before I do start here, if I switch over to the names, you'll see it's the Tenko fastest. So again, it's the, as we discussed, where we do a backflip. Always just double check these things before you jump in so that you don't pull your hair out. And the combo should look something like that. Okay, so we're on to our second last one here, number 9. And this one again is another V-trigger based cancel. So it's going to start us off with a jumping hard punch. Then it's going to be standing hard punch with an EX move this time, so it's your EX. And something like that. And again, if you look at that damage from something so simple, although it's the second last one, the combo itself is relatively easy of what you're being asked to do. Okay, finally, we're on to the last one. This trial is by far my favourite one. Love the way she pops around the back at the ender of this combo, hits him with a little elbow. Cancel it out in a super, it just looks really nice in my opinion. stuff that gets pants wet. And it's also one of the cool things is it's an extension of one of the other combos, so crush counter opportunities. This lets you see a little bit more of how you can develop those from something so simple as just a standing hard kick. The damage that you can then get to from that is wonderful. So here we go. And like so, should look like that. And it just looks really cool. I love that when she pops round, hits him with that little elbow. I think as far as I know it only really works in the juggle state. I don't think that elbow is like a true combo or anything, so but yeah, these are my trials for Karin, and hopefully you enjoy watching. I'll probably pick up some others once I start, you know, actually spending more time into the game. Guile drops tomorrow, I believe. I can't wait for that. He's always been my character for this game. Him and Fei Long, really. If they bring Fei Long out, I'm never going to put this game down. But so far, Karin seems to be my sort of runaway favourite. Not really spent much time with any of the others. A little bit on Nash, etc. He's awesome. He is, you know, he's Guile's homie, so I've got to give him some love. I've actually always wanted to see Nash in one of these games since I really started playing about. Oh, I can't even think now. It was many years ago. But yeah, so trials for Karin and Papacrimson. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody.